Hello, hello, hello. Hey, girl, hey. Welcome back to Speaking of Curves. I'm Marie Dene. I'm the creator of the Curvy Fashionista, your plus size fashion resource destination. And every Tuesday and Thursday, we interview a different person, business owner, influencer, designer in the plus space to talk about how we can support them, get to know a little bit about them behind the brand. And today's guest, I'm really excited. She's been in this game for a minute. She's had a journey. She has pivoted quite a few times over when it comes to pivoting and following your purpose and your path. Like, this woman is a beast. She has spoken at some of my blogger conferences. She has spoken. She has classes. She has done a lot. I'm always impressed and always excited to hear about what she's doing. And she's also pushes and gently reminds me, like, Marie, you need to be doing more. And so, when we did this, I was like, yo, I gotta have her on. I have to have her talk. So do me a favor and welcome Miss Chante Burkett. You may have remembered her from Everything Curvy and Chic and Everything Curvy and Chic, but now she has pivoted to ChanteBurkett.com. Thank you, Chante, for joining me. Hey, boo.
Hello.
How you doing today?
How are you? I'm doing good. It's raining here in Florida, but I like it today. Like, today I'm a fan of the rain.
Rain is our best friend right now. Like, we have rain too, and it keeps going, but it keeps people indoors.
Mhm.
And I don't have to worry about people going out and doing all kind of crazy stuff. Like, I'm afraid. But how have you been? What's good with you?
I've been okay. This pandemic has really took a toll, but on I'm pretty sure everyone. But I have been okay.
And
Not
sometimes
great.
it's okay.
Just okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, let's talk a little bit about, your site. You've since changed your URL. You've really been doing a whole lot with you, lifestyle, your baby. Like, you've really, tapped into the lifestyle brand of Chante. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Just like my mentees and everything, I tell them, my blog is like an open diary. And when I first started my blog, yes, it was fashion focused, but I knew I had more to share. I had life experiences to share, especially being a single mother on welfare. So it's one of those things, I got to help my sisters out, show them how you don't have to be stuck in that mindset where this is, this is a journey right now, but you don't have to be stuck there. So over the years, I would say the past 5 years or so, I've been just making sure my blog has been a reflection of me and what I have been going through, what I have been experiencing in life.
Right. And so before you even have got to before your blog, you had a whole other pivot before that. I don't think these folks know.
I don't even know if it was a pivot. It was just me. So I was known as the everybody when Instagram was only for iPhones, when it first started on iPhones. So I was known as the Instagram girl because I was basically the main plus size girl on Instagram. I had a good number of followers, and during that time, I was finding my fashion sense. I had just moved to Jersey, probably a couple years before Instagram even popped up. I was trying to find my fashion sense coming from a small town. And then just so happened, everybody loved my fashion sense. And in that mix, I also created a boutique in that mix of finding my fashion sense, sharing my fashion sense, and helping other women find their fashion sense.
Mm-hmm. But didn't you start off on YouTube?
I did.
I reached all the way back in the crates, baby. I needed to know. I wanted you to tell them about YouTube.
Yes, a lot of YouTube. And it still surprises me when people just mention that, and I forget about some of the videos that I have done way, way, way back. But yes, YouTube. That was my first love. I did start. I forgot about that, Marie. Thank you. I definitely forgot.
I remember.
YouTube before the blog. It definitely did. Hair tutorials, makeup. Yes. It was when I was doing my little bohemian. Oh, what's that hair? Everybody loved it. It was like a bohemian kinky straight.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. She said a bohemian kinky straight. Okay, okay. So now that you are here, now that you have, gone through your various and your boutique, and now you have your brand, and you sometimes partner with your daughter to do some content. Like, where is Chante Burkett now? Like, where is she as a business owner and an influencer?
Right now, I'm going through a phase where we're always still figuring it out. And as a blogger, we're always trying to re-evolve, trying to always, tap into something else that we can just share with the world. Another love, a baby. And gotta be all the way honest, the time this pandemic hit, I say about 2 weeks into it, I started going through a breakup. And with every breakup, something beautiful comes.
Right.
Well, not when it's a breakup, just with healing. Every healing, when you heal from something beautiful comes, and you always realize something, a part of yourself that you wasn't paying attention to, or you probably didn't know about it, but you neglected it.
Right.
But I have been constantly, I wouldn't say constantly, I have been working on these past 2 months we've been in quarantine or so. I have been really working on that so I can get my full purpose in life. I want to just embark on that fully.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting you talk about like the pandemic and purpose and embracing. Like, it's forced us to slow down.
Oh yes.
It's forced us to be still.
Mm-hmm.
And in this, like, we have like different revelations, different eye-opening, like, oh my gosh, like, or realizations within yourself, either strength, opportunity. Like, how has that, what's probably something that you've recognized within yourself that you probably wouldn't have, it would have taken you a little bit longer to see?
Patience.
Oh.
Patience. I knew I had an issue with it before, but now I definitely recognize it. And I have been working on just trying to have patience, and especially with, being stuck in the house, not knowing when the world is going to be fully open, and knowing that you have plans. So you have to be patient. It's like, I can't even fully plan out a full 2 months right now because you don't know what's going to happen.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Like,
my planner has been sitting next to my desk for the past month. I have not, I look at my dates and everything, but I'm like, what am I planning? I don't know what to plan.
And it's crazy and it's insane because as a business owner, like, we are control freaks. Like, we want to know, do, talk, everything. Like, we need to know everything that's going on, what's happening, how this, like the who, what, when, where, and why, and be able to make it happen for ourselves. Now, for you, like, do you think that this is a, how do you say, I don't want to say a blessing in disguise because, like, the world is falling to shit. Like, we're over here trying to figure out patience. We're over here, you've learned patience. I think I've actualized, like, self and realized, like, Marie, stop being a scared cat. What, like, how do you stay encouraged?
I truly view this as a blessing in disguise because I get to pause, and I'm blessed to be able to pause real quick, pause and take care of me, take care of my mental, figure out what's going on with me so I can embark on my purpose fully. So I look at it as a blessing. Yes, it's crazy what's going on. I don't like it, but for me personally, I get to pause real quick and really just be like, okay, what does Chante really want out of her life? What is she doing?
What does Chante want?
What does Chante want? Chante wants a lot of things. I know
I put you on the spot, huh? Go for it, girl.
Yeah,
Come on.
That's therapy. That's therapy right now.
Hey, sometimes conversation can be.
Yes. My main thing when it comes to just life in general is just helping people. I come from a social work background. I love helping others. Just helping others. If I can help you get to your next level, that's what I want to do. And I definitely would love to get back into youth development. That's my thing. I love, because kids, they can change the world.
They
and
can.
start right. Adults are stuck in their ways. We are. But kids, they can change the world, and it starts with character building. Just really just driving that into them and working with them on just that solely, and helping them map out their world.
Yeah, and that's so real. And I think one of the things that we oftentimes don't pay attention to are the kids, because I'm an auntie and I'm asking my sister, how are the kids doing right now? Because everyone's like, oh, they'll be fine. Put them on the computer, teleclass, or whatever they call it. What's the word? What is it called? Online schooling, homeschooling,
right.
Whatever it is, right? That's an adjustment for them too.
Yes.
My poor nephew decided he was just going to, get up and walk to 7-Eleven because he needed to start his life over. Everyone's kind of hurting a little bit. I mean, I know it's funny, but it's aw, poor baby. Everyone's processing. So as an influencer, here's the thing. A lot of people view influencers kind of very, they have a very preconceived notion of who we are and what we do, and not realizing your background, your education, your purpose. How would, for someone who doesn't understand influencers, how do you define this? Because in this time, we're here to help. We still need help. How do you define this?
So for me, it's all about, when it comes to, of course, my tribe is full of women. So it's inspiring women to be the chic masterminds behind their life. And if I can use my influence to help them do that, I'm happy. That's my mission. My mission is to help others, inspire others, whether it's through fashion, lifestyle, you seeing me be a single mother, killing it, knowing that you are in the, I am you. We are in this together. So for me, influencer is deeper than just taking a pretty picture, or it is me just really just inspiring other women.
I think it's also you leveraging your gifts to further kind of give or nurture or celebrate, and you're really leveraging your platform in a way that's unexpected, because we didn't have this 15 years, maybe 12, 13, 14 years ago. We didn't have any of this.
Mm-mm.
And now, it's kind of democratized fashion, democratized the media. It's given voices to people who didn't normally have a voice. So when we're in this space and we talk about you as an influencer and your tribe of influencers and women, how should folks support y'all in this time? How can folks support?
It's just all about, when it comes to support is just so tricky. That's a tricky question, and tricky way people view support in as different ways. And it's just, I don't even want to say support. I would say, whatever, when it comes to social media, when it comes to, the internet, whatever drives you, what you should be only engaging with things that drives and pushes you to be the best version of yourself. And if that is driving you and pushing you, that's what you are supporting.
Nice. And so, and I think a lot of times when people hear support, you talk about, it's a tricky thing. And there are reasons why you support. But support can look like a
yes.
comment, a share. If you're looking to shop for something, using the links that the influencer shares.
And support can be just encouraging. Yes. It could be just encouraging.
It could
be straight up, if we're sharing our lives with you, we have some influencers that are really, they share everything with us and are digging deep, and you just like we are inspiring you, you guys are inspiring us, and you guys are pushing us to be able to be vulnerable and put our stuff out there so you can see like, hey, we're going to do the same things that you're going through.
And so I have noticed the shift with your content over the years, and it's really, you have come, you know, you have blossomed, you have emerged, and you're having fun. You have found like your je ne sais quoi, or your like thing, right? Like, so what can we see coming with Chante? Like, you know, you had your boutique. What happened there? Is it still going? Have you paused it?
It is totally on pause right now. It's on pause. And it's been on pause ever since about September, October, when I came back from my fire accident. And it was just one of those things. I was like, hold up, am I doing too much? Let me backtrack. Let me get A and B squared away, and let me come back to this C. And it's something that I know I can do. I've done it. So I can come back to the C later on. Let me take time out for Chante and really get back to A, B, and C, because I also, in October, I left my agency. So that was a whole nother thing too. So it was back to my own hustle and muscle, me getting my deals, me negotiating on my behalf.
How does that feel? How did that feel?
I'm happy. I'm definitely happy to be back. Everything back in my hands. It's a challenge at times, but hey, I tried it. I like it back with me right now. But for the most part, it's just, you know,
it's there's a lot. There's a lot there, because it's kind of like this roller coaster. In this space, it's a roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster, but not only is
it's crazy. Sometimes you might be doing a third thing, and then 2 months later, like even this influencer space, I know all influencers who have, like, if you've been doing this full time for a minute, you know your high and low moments. You know when it's peak time, when you're going to be getting a bunch of jobs, when you can be pitching. You know when you're going to have your low moments. You know when it's time to sit down and refocus and re-evolve. And it's in this influencer world, it's all about re-evolving. You cannot stay the same. You can't.
Right.
You can't.
And that's sometimes like pressure, because I can tell you right now, like these past couple of months, I'm over here living on hope and a prayer, and coffee, and sometimes wine, oftentimes wine. You know, and one of the things, interestingly, it's funny because, you know, we pivot and we learn something about ourselves, or we pivot and then we receive a blessing, or we become a blessing. And in this space, especially now, like, being able to talk with folks like yourself and other business owners, it's been really inspiring to hear like how they feel, what's going on, and then they pour it into me without even realizing it. So in many ways, this becomes therapy for me.
Oh yes.
It becomes encouraging, because you're like, oh, like, we can do this. We got this. Like, and then, you know, I've had some folks who stay on and like we end up talking for hours after, and they're like, "Nah, Marie, get it together." Now, for you, you spoke about tribes, and we're in this space where, and we talked about, like I just mentioned, you know, other people pouring into me, me pouring into other people. We talked about tribes. Like, when it comes to your tribe, like, why is it important to have a tribe? Because some people don't have it, or they think they have to reach like way far and wide when it comes to these tribes. Like, can you talk about that a little bit?
You're talking about my personal tribe, right?
You reference whatever you're referencing in tribes. So tribe, like however you define it.
Tribes or personal tribes. So in my influencer space, I have my tribe. My tribe of women, we have grown together. They have watched my baby from a baby to now they are aunties. And that tribe right there, they're special to me, because they saw me grow. We were in this together. They're full of single mothers just like me. They're watching me, I'm watching them. We're giving each other tips and stuff. And it's important to build your tribe in that, because those are your supporters. Those are the people you're engaging with on a regular. And also, I have my personal tribe. And it's important to me to have a personal tribe, because you can't. I don't think you can do this life alone. That's how I just feel. I don't think you can do life alone.
That's
real. You will drive yourself crazy. You'll make up so many different scenarios in your head. You need your tribe to help you pull it together.
Pull you by your coattails, like, girl, slow down. Come here.
Like I said, I went through a breakup at the beginning of this pandemic, and it was just like, I was in a long distance relationship. My tribe actually pulled me together and was like, come on, you got this. And it's important to have people like that to help you through the tough times.
And sometimes, like, both personal and professional, your tribes will also help you see yourself and help you grow in ways that you didn't even think you could. Like, I'm over here, like, I've got 3 different ideas of spinoffs just from TCF. I have, like, all these. I have a roadmap now for up until 2023, barring the, life. But some things don't have to be, but some things are. But it's, like, kind of crazy. But, like, had I not had my folks, and they'd be like, girl, I'm going to need you to stop playing. I'm going to need you to go. Like, and then you have the moments where you're like, what the hell is happening? I don't know what to do. I'm about to lose my mind. Your folks, your village, your folks pull you together, and you can lean on them and they can lean on you. And it's important. Like, I like how you just mentioned both your professional and your personal. And it's important to kind of keep those separate, right?
Now, yes, it's very
right.
Now, because when it comes to me and my influencer, I try to, like, I'm very vulnerable. I try to share as much as I can without it turning into something else, or without it being bigger than what it is. Or I try to be selective, but I also try to be very open. So, like, for example, going through what I'm going through now, of course it will be shared later, but I have to go through it.
Right. Listen.
I don't want a million people in my head while I'm going through it. I want to go through it so I can make sure I ironed out everything, so I can help the next person for when they're going through it.
Right. And it's important. I think it's important to look for. I like to, in the middle of these things. I was about to cuss, because I totally cuss like a sailor. But in the middle of these times, like, I like to look for the blessings or the lessons.
Yes, everything is a lesson. Like, I don't think everything happens for a reason. Everything is a lesson. It just doesn't. It's a lesson in everything, and it's not. And don't always put it on the other person also. It might be something you need to look at within, and this definitely taught me. I needed something. I had to dig deep. You remember when you turned this on? You said, "I'm all zen. I've been meditating."
Wait, you meditate?
Yeah,
girl.
I get up every day. My body naturally wakes up around like 4:30
in the morning.
Like it's a natural wake up. About 4:30, and then about 5, I'll probably roll out of bed and I'll meditate. And
like, you sit there like this?
I don't do this. I put my hands, I cross my legs. I have on my patio. I created a nice little zen area on my patio.
I saw that picture. I saw that.
Yeah, and I sit out and I meditate.
Huh.
And it really, the other day, I just had a problem with sleeping, and I meditated, and I tell you no lie, after I meditated, I went to sleep like an hour later. I slept for like 5 hours straight.
Nice. Wait, like, you went to sleep, so you only need 5 hours of sleep?
No, I was having a problem sleeping that night.
Oh.
in the morning. I had woke up. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I just kept on getting up on an hour every hour, and I was like, let me just calm down, and I did it. Literally slept like longer than because I'm up by like at least 7 at the earliest. So I slept till like 10 o'clock. I was like, whoa.
Okay, so this meditation thing. Now, I'm a Virgo with a cat moon, so my mind is always racing. And the only way that I can find my own, like, zen is by my games. Like, my games on my phone, because it allows for me to just, like, you know, that's how I relax.
You don't have to sit still. You can meditate while you're exercising. So that's another thing I picked up the past April. I worked out 26 days straight. Yeah, not straight, but 26 days I worked out, and that's a form of meditation too. Just as you're walking, just clearing your mind.
I walk with Mocha, my dog.
You do it then. So you don't have to actually just sit still. It's just all about, controlling your breathing, just clearing your mind, and really just whatever you are trying to focus on or not focus on, just putting that in perspective.
Huh. I am impressed. And I'm very happy for you.
And that has helped with my patience.
Because you're like glowing, like you're like radiant and stuff. And I was like, ooh, girl, you all zen over there. So that's what meditation do to you.
Meditation, exercise, lots of water.
Get your life. Like, I'm impressed. I am very, like, that's really encouraging to like watch and see how that's like worked, because I've downloaded all the apps. I just never used them because I just don't understand.
It's just once you read up on it, it's different forms, different ways, and it's whatever works for you.
Okay.
That you just gotta figure out your groove, whatever works for you.
Okay, so
no right or wrong.
I'll have to check in with you later and be like, okay, I tried this. I don't know. I gotta work on that. So, switching gears a little bit, what's next with For Chante? Like, what can we look forward to seeing from you that you could share?
I am hopefully I'm ironing out a couple things. I'm relaunching my mentorship in a different kind of way.
Oh,
a different kind of way. So hopefully, details with that will definitely start dropping about September, October. I'm actually, the one thing we hate doing, redoing our website.
Woot.
Redoing the website.
Woot. Get it in.
I hate doing that. So that is a whole process, a creative process. And me just, this pandemic really messed up things. I was looking forward to traveling this summer, living my life. So now it's just like, oh my goodness, no beaches, no islands,
right?
No. And so like I'm trying to figure out like how am I gonna just process? Well, I'm processing how summer is gonna look for me. How the next comes, especially my daughter, especially with her because she's a child. She's been stuck in the house like for 2 months. Like it's just crazy. Like I know she misses her friends, school, everything. So it's kind of like, what are we gonna do?
How creative we gonna get? Because I don't watch every damn near show on Netflix, damn near. Almost.
Like, do. So that's the next phase, just figuring out our summer plans, because I am a mom first. So whatever it is, she has to be included in everything. And hopefully we can get on this TikTok.
Listen, TikTok, like, what's her name? From Canada. Oh my gosh, I'm like Sasha from Canada.
Yes.
Killing it.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Christine from Trendy Curvy, killing it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just too much for me.
I want to do little mommy-daughter videos with her. We're actually going to try one this week. Hopefully it pans out right, because she's in a phase where she argues with me. So it's kind of like, if I don't do it her way, the right way, she might just quit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's that
What do they say? Your daughter is always 10 times worse than you?
Yes, and I'm prepared for that.
I'm scared. If I ever have kids, if I ever do, I am terrified of having a girl. Because why? Sometimes I may come off as like real square and real distant and like kind of just like I was a wild ass child. I was fast. What do they call it? Fast. I
have about 2 more years before she really gives it to me. So I'm preparing for it, and it has been some times this year, but hey, I love it.
What's the word you said at the beginning of this live? What's the word?
What?
Patience.
Patience. Oh yes. That one I have a lot of patience. A lot.
Oh.
And her all day, every day has been full of that. Especially with mommy, what are you doing every 5 minutes?
Oh, bless you. Because how old is she now?
She's 11. And I have to work on her with her patience because she's bad with it too. So she got it honest.
Bless you, honey. Well, thank you. Like, I can't believe we've already hit 30 minutes, girl. Can you believe that?
Oh, we did? Oh, okay.
Right? We've already hit our 30 minutes just having good conversation, talking about business, life, mom, mental health, and meditation. Like, I'm going to try to figure out what that looks like for me because Lord knows I need it.
Just read up on it. Like, literally, there's so many different ways you can, like, incorporate meditation into your lifestyle. And it's whatever works for you. It's no right or wrong. And start small and grow.
Okay,
and you might yoga doing everything.
I do want to do yoga because I used to cheer and used to do gymnastics, and so I feel like that's like a natural, kind of flow into that. So we shall see. But I keep talking about it, so I need to just be about it because I surely talk enough crap about it. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for having us. To you guys on Facebook, thank you guys so much for watching. This will also be shared to Instagram, YouTube, and on the Curvy Fashionista. Again, thank you guys for joining us. We will be back on Thursday with another interview for Speaking of Curves. I am Marie Dene, your creator of the Curvy Fashionista. We just had on the lovely and beautiful Chante Burkett. Thank you so much, Chante, for joining us. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye now.